Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
Just as our meteorologist first told you, parts of the valley did get hail today. This is what fell a couple of hours ago at Red Willow Lake in Binford, North Dakota. That's pea to marble-sized hail and lots of rain. So far here in the Fargo-Moorhead area, it's been rain. It started falling about an hour ago and continues, heavy at times. And other than an occasional rumble or two of thunder, nothing dangerous. And there may be even better news as we continue into the evening hours. Let's get you caught up on what's happening right now. And Hutch is here with a first look at your Thursday night weather planner. Hutch?
Mike, thanks so much. Indeed, the rainfall is nice, particularly heading into a very hot weekend ahead. The lawns sure needed a drink of water. That's what we're seeing up in the Northern Valley. As we take a look at the radar right now, we have some heavy showers moving into northwest Minnesota. Where we still see a few rumbles of thunder moving into west central Minnesota, we have non-severe storms right now, but they're more potent. Brief, heavy downpours of rain that could last in periods for some time in places like Mahnomen and the Borup and Ada areas. Also, most of Clay County now seeing some heavy thunder showers that will pass over the area. They'll continue to pass through at 25 miles per hour as their eastward movement. The risk of severe seems to rapidly be waning. We have not had a severe thunderstorm warning for some time. The hail potential seems to be waning. Really, torrential rain, the main issue. As we look at the FM area, we still have some heavy showers in North Fargo up towards Georgetown. This is all that's left of the thunderstorm watch until 9 o'clock. The Southern Valley, Polk County down into the Wilkin County area for heavy rain and the potential for hail and damaging wind. Here is the Annetta area with an estimated 3.1 inches of rain from these storms, where you see the yellows, 1 to 3 inches, 1 to 2 inches of rain up to the north. Your planner for tonight, quieting conditions. We can't rule out a spotty thunder shower. We went from 90 here in Fargo down into the low 70s. It's 69 in Grand Forks. Hot weather ahead. I'll have details on what you can expect the rest of our night and as we close out our work week coming up here in just a couple of moments. Mike?
Best of both worlds. Nothing too dangerous out there, and at the same time, we needed rain.
Indeed.
Thanks.
Yep.
NDSU will be holding in-person classes this fall. The decision coming after the school received a $20 million federal grant to help with COVID-19 planning. The money will be used to fund what's called the HyFlex education model. This means that those who want to attend classes in person can, and those who are at risk or fall ill can learn remotely without missing a beat. The same goes for faculty. The HyFlex model is meant to create the most normal instruction as possible.
And we think it's going to be exactly what our students want, exactly what their parents want, exactly what our faculty want, and it's going to allow us to continue to be a leader of higher education in the state.
Students and staff will be required to wear face masks, and those in classes will be socially distanced. Look for more on this story tonight on Valley News Live 10 at 10. State of Minnesota is reporting 365 new cases linked to COVID-19. Officials say the active case count in the state stands at 2,863. 9 more deaths have been reported, bringing the death toll to 1,406. Of those deaths, 1,107 happened in a long-term care facility, and 29,854 people are listed as recovered. North Dakota has reported 32 new cases of COVID-19 across the state. That brings the active case count to 251. 7 new cases are reported in Cass County, 7 in Grand Forks County. 3,064 people are listed as recovered, and the death toll remains at 78. A federal agency ranks North Dakota among the top states where people are losing the most money through COVID-19 fraud. They're being scammed out of hundreds of dollars when buying masks, hand sanitizers, or even toilet paper. Valley News Team's Joshua Pagero learned how they're falling for these traps and talks to experts about avoiding such mistakes.
The pandemic made most of us homebodies with free time, but as the saying goes, idle hands are the devil's playground, and for some North Dakotans, they've been victims of fraud.
You pay, and they send nothing to you. That's the ultimate goal.
The Federal Trade Commission ranks North Dakota third among all 50 states for the median fraud loss due to COVID-19 related scams.
The Federal Trade Commission says one of its top online scams is people buying masks online, but the business never delivers and the seller ends up ghosting them.
Idaho and Vermont are the only 2 states ahead. The median loss for a North Dakotan is $538. Nationwide is $283. The overall FTC reports in the state for fraud are 82, but large amounts of cash have been lost by individuals.
There are no COVID-19 cures, or medicines, etc. The FDA has not authorized any home test kits.
The state's attorney general's office says they're also concerned about contact tracing scams. Contact tracing is used when someone tests positive for COVID-19. A health official will call everyone that person came in contact with.
Contact tracers will never ask for money.
The Better Business Bureau says you have to be smart when buying on the internet.
Online shopping scams are only one ploy, and that is to lure you in with some sort of catch, some sort of really enticing deal or product or claim.
A few tips are to look at the website's refund policy and their contact section. In Fargo, Joshua Peguero, Valley News Live.
And if you believe you're the victim of any fraud, contact the North Dakota Attorney General's Consumer Protection Hotline, toll-free 1-800-472-2600. Professional baseball is back in the Valley, but the sounds of batting practice had to wait this morning. The players and the coaches with the FM Redhawks walked over to the Fargo Dome for COVID-19 testing and are practicing social distancing until the results come back, creating a memorable first day for even the most tenured veterans.
This whole season is going to be a season we're all going to remember, but today was definitely one of those memories. It should be a reality show.
Spent the last week mentally preparing for things to be different. So, you know, that was one of those things. Say, all right, hey, this is the way it is now. This is reality.
The players should have their results in the next 24 to 72 hours and will then be able to go inside the clubhouse. The Redhawks open the season a week from tomorrow at Newman Outdoor Field. 2 players with the Minnesota Twins organization have tested positive for coronavirus. Chief Baseball Officer Derek Falvey said that a few players have tested positive, not specifying if they were major league or minor league players. Falvey said that the players were not in Minnesota or at the team's training facility in Fort Myers, Florida. The players tested positive over the past few days and are currently in quarantine. Today's mass testing of COVID-19 at the Fargo Dome parking lot ended earlier than expected. Fargo Cass Public Health says the state lab in Bismarck reached its capacity. Now, testing will start again tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. The outdoor drive-in testing will be held in the west parking lot of the Fargo Dome until 6 o'clock tomorrow evening. Later on Valley News Live at 6, summertime fun has been tainted by the pandemic, and for some businesses, it's been very good.
In Grand Forks, we peaked in the 70s today, 91 your high temperature in the Fargo area. We had storms rumble through the valley and a few of us saw some hail, but most of us saw a nice cool down with some showers. Your forecast is coming up right after this.